So I spent 40 where you last video, if it's up there, it may not. Um, heavy rainfall. I'm in the forest. It's kind of broken a bit. I thought I gotta find a log, and sure enough, I found the same one I found the last time I was looking for a log. And I was looking around, swivel left, swivel right, and I came to this section and said, "What are the chances that I have that ability to just instinctually hone into some dry place?" And I'm looking, boom, there it is. It's like lightning striking. It's like my destiny. I'm pulled here. It's like, yep, it's not too far off the trail at all. It's about just 100 feet off the trail. And I'll just mark it somehow so I know for next time, because it'd be nice to just get a milestone around here somewhere. And I'm going to get going soon. It's been cold earth, but it's been good to just smoke a bit. And let the smoke under this cedar and drift into the air and take in this moment of my life laying here and thinking, my first thought is, I wonder if my dad could see me now. It's like, well, you can see yourself right now. Huh. Hello to the cougars and bears. I just took a couple strips off here so the water wasn't dripping down as much. And it's like, if you take a break, you can stop sweating, you can start getting a little cold, what have you. It's pretty neat out. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, wild thing. Don't. My bloodstones are doing okay. I'm gonna need to change them in about an hour, and then I'll put on my some waterproof shoes I have, and it'll probably take me home. Look, I can see a face in that log right there. There's actually a face looking at me. He's got that. Is that a good walking stick? Hey, is that a good walking stick right there? Huh? Whew. Definitely a face right there, looking at me. Yeah. Wow. If you spend enough time in a forest, which I do, um, you get a feeling the forest knows you, knows you're there, knows what you're. I've had other experiences to indicate that fact. When you look into a forest, it's a very interesting field of view, if I may use some general phrases. If imagine sitting. Imagine if you're not there right now. Imagine being in a forest, or take yourself there, or go there one day, and just think about how you can never take it all in. And there's a kind of do it all, you know. Like, you can certainly detect movement if there's a bear, cougar. More likely to see a bear than a cougar. If you're seeing a cougar, they want to be seen. And a bear, well, they don't mind being seen. And or any spirit, any creature revealing itself to you, and that you find it significant enough, or it has a kind of sign language to you, it's fair to say that it has revealed itself to you. And you're not going to go down some slippery slope of insanity. It's all right. You're more likely to go insane watching television than finding some sort of augury power in nature. And so I've seen like a picture of myself standing in the forest, because it's that the forest is showing me what's in its mind. It allows interference to set up so that the intelligence of the forest can interact with my intelligence. Example of that is when you see faces in the clouds, you're interacting with the intelligence of nature. There's resonant fields set up in the ethers. Everything is made of the mind of the cosmos, right? The mind, the spirit becomes mind, the mind becomes blood or waters, the waters resonate with the stones in the waters, and right? Creation takes place. Stone in the heart of the mother. And do you think you can buy the mother's heart? Do you think, I know a perfect example, I'll use it one day, about a white woman, a sociopath, who very clear that she could see the heart, but she couldn't see the power of my heart. She thought the heart was a problem because she thinks you can buy the heart of the mother. She claimed to be listening to the river, but she wasn't listening to the river's heart, and she made that specifically clear to me. Her disease revealed itself to me. She had no heart. She was pretending like she could hear all kinds of voices and spirits in her head, because she's a schizoid, spiritual psychopath, and healer, codependent healer. that she had property and stuff, but she didn't know anything about the heart of the river. You know, she's trying to insinuate that I have problems with my heart that only she can heal, but she's projecting her problems. She's trying to help herself by projecting her problems onto man. It was incredible the level of sexism too. She made it very clear that she couldn't possibly consider me as a man, a couple times as a male, as someone who could anything be but a passive receptacle for whatever she needed a man to do. It was incredible, the sexism, the easy, laughing, tittering, cheerful sexism is out of this world. And somebody like that wants to know if you want to interact with them again. And a couple bears came out in nature actually to protect me the next day from that energy because it's demonic. It has a kind of hive-like quality. It's insectoid, right? She could get a little bit of information because they often dig with me, and but she didn't know what it meant. Right? It meant that the heart of nature lives in me, which is the heart of stone. And she was describing the heart of the river, and saying that I possessed the heart of the river, but that because I was a man, it didn't mean as much, and it meant nothing. It only meant something when she was tapped into something that I needed from her. So I said that women create wells in men, like creating a vagina in you, so they can insinuate things that they think you need. They create a vacuum. They see an emptiness in a man. They say, oh, that's just a sign of something empty in you. Let me give you something better. Oh, you like poetry? That's a sign that you have a problem. There's something wrong with you. Let me help you. You like making videos? That's a sign there's something empty with you. Let me help you. You talk about society in irreverent ways? That's because something's empty in you. Let me help you. You have anger? Whoa, that means something's empty in you. Let me help you. If you don't feel like you're completely confident in this moment, I have something. If I can convince you that you're not really complete as a person in some sort of strange, general, typical way, then there's a vacuum there that I can feel. I can feel. I can feel. I can feel. You're my pussy. You're her pocket pussy. You're a pencil, aren't you? Jesus is emptiness. When people think Jesus is in people, it's empty. Christians and creepy spiritual people will project something that needs to be tortured inside of you. And this is the schizoid factor of global ceremonial magic.